E Furrrblocks, Minecraft Worlds, and other videos too. Today I just jumped into my main world, my new grand builds world. This is my third attempt at keeping a main world. The first two I destroyed by corrupting by trying to fill out a 4x4 16 4 times zoom map, and it corrupted the world size files and stuff, and I got as close as having one map off, and I have a picture of it or a screenshot rather. And so this world here right off bat, it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to try to fill out a 4x4 16 wall map of 4 times zoom maps. And so I'm gonna focus with my big map is just my 13 by 27 0 times zoom out map, and so I can have that. That's no problem. But for the 4 times maps, I'm not gonna worry about. Other than I have two, one fully filled out and one mostly filled out, or over half. I'll fill that map out, but I may not even bother filling out 4 maps just to have a 4. Just, I don't know. I mean, for now, all I'm really worried about is getting up the materials and beginning builds of my skyscrapers, and building it over the ocean, and try to build some stuff going towards the village, but over the water and in the water and under the ocean monument project. I got all these buckets of water for no reason. Gotta dump that stuff out. That was from St. Lawrence Cathedral III. With this project under here, yeah, see, I mean that's column by column, so I would hate to try to do that, stripping it from the top, just, all the way down gradually, having it all float to the surface and having to collect it and all that stuff. But no, it's so much easier just doing it column by column, just, vertically down. Oh, thought there was something there. Alright, so that's the project there. I got my conduit there. I have another conduit over here. Alright, so yeah, I do like it so much more with the vertical pillar, and the fact that it's 2 instead of just the 1 center. This time here, it has an even number, so you got 2 in the middle. And I put the vertical lines in. I put a lot more sea lanterns in there. There's going to be 4 floors to it. Oh, actually, I was going to jump in the beard. Jump in the beard? But it's so nice. I mean, to have these. I mean, simple design, sleek. You could put the details in after, but just having these, high-rise buildings, and to some degree, it feels a little hard building in different scales, which, I mean, not really. I mean, you plan out a project, it's gonna be pretty close to what you're planning. I mean, sure, you can make some mistakes or whatever, but the idea that for these buildings, not all my builds have to be, rectangle you know, flat. You know, I mean, like, you know, they can have some different shapes, different things happening on different floors, heights, and you know. But yeah, like this building here. I mean, it as far as just by looks of it, you'd have the diorite. There's the glass going up here, but then other details would be the lanterns, and that's all mainly on the inside. But I do want to have that on the outside too. Have the wall diorite walls with the lanterns on the outside as well. And then even the base, there's something. So it's missing. It's missing. You know, greenery and you know, plants and stuff and all that. There's some details and stuff in there that I haven't done yet. But I mean, you know, all in good time. I mean, you know, same on as Cathedral. I did start second, but I did this here to some, and then I did a whole bunch on this. Went back to this. Did this thing here. You know, it's the best thing with Minecraft. You know, you start one project, then you're working, you start another project, and you start opening all these other projects and having to come back to finish off. And that's one thing I really don't like about the idea of starting worlds over and over again, especially if I corrupted them on world file sizes, is that, you know, I mean, as far as the, sure, I mean, you can make content out of all of it, of going to fight the dragon every time you know, the whole series of the same events and builds, you know, not necessarily builds, but for everyone starting all these new worlds and doing all the same run-throughs of what they're doing, and that, I do like the idea of having a world that you hold on to for a longer term and you can do a bunch of work on, or and for safety's sakes, for this one here, I'm not going to bother with the big wall map of, well, the 4x4. And the exploration in the world, and I'm going to keep it to a minute. Just so I keep the, most likely chance that the world file size is fine, being at a low amount, and I can have my builds that are all close by. I still haven't named it yet. Oh, dry. What? Okay, yeah, so I got that on. Putting anything in there. You want to get rid of these buckets. Well, yeah, I do kind of. I don't have anything now, but I mean, is that? Oh, I was gonna say, is that empty? No. I'm gonna put those in there. There's. It's almost out. That's almost out. Oh, I love this auto furnace. This auto furnace is so nice. I'm sure someone's built it before. Like a big teardrop, and it fills all the way up, and then I'm sure someone built this whole basic mechanism, and then the feeder. See, I got the idea of the feeder once I had a little platform, and I started, or I had on the platform I had 10 double chests, and I would start filling them up, or I'd have to start unloading them into my inventory and then feeding them into the other. Do that till this is full. But boom, there you go. So that's the feeder. And that's this double chest is the very top of the furnace storage for everything.